Okay, boys and girls, here's the project for today. I've already got started on it, but I'll go ahead and fill you in on what we're doing. We are pulling the 403 out of the Cutlass, and we're going to be dropping the stock OEM 350 back into it. The reason we're pulling the 403 is it keeps overheating and pushing coolant, so I think the head gasket's blown. Also, once it gets up to operating temperature, it only has like 5 psi of oil pressure while idling, so bearings are probably worn out on it. So we're gonna go ahead and get this 403 out, put the 350 back in it, and hopefully start driving the car here shortly. So let's get into it.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know.
Alright, well here's where we're at now. We've got everything taken off the engine. Got the radiator out, fan off, exhaust all undone, starter off, power steering pump unhooked. Everything should be off. We should be ready to go ahead and pull it up and out, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do now. So this is last few moments for the 403 in here for a little while. So all right, let's go ahead and get her pulled.
I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you want to travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away.
Okay, so subtle small difference that I had forgotten about between the 403 and the 350. I had forgotten about the water pump neck and the pulley that they use being different between the 403 and the 350. If I remember right, I think that one right here is a 350. Yeah, I think that one's a 350. I don't remember it truly, but I think that. See, let me move this all off here. I can. Good. One of these two has a longer water pump neck, which means it pushes the full pulley out further. Because like this one, that pulley is hitting on the water pump base. And this one on the floor has the same pulley, but it looks like it's about 3/4 of an inch. No, it's probably longer than that. About 1/2 inch longer than this one on the neck. There's that one off. Put it on in the same place. And now, pulleys match up. Pulley doesn't touch our water pump. Now we should be in the clear. Okay, I was wrong. You can use that other timing indicator. I just didn't have it moved out of the way well good enough to get the water pump on. But now the water pump's on, so yes, you can still use that other timing tab. You don't have to use this one with the special 1-bolt hole. But anyways, that water pump will work. We're going to use that water pump, so that's still the plan.
I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well.
one more small subtle difference I just found there. So we matched this gasket up right here with the other water pump. And we had it put on for the other one, and everything lined up. Got this other water pump, got it bolted up just then, started looking at it, and I realized that this gasket right here is slightly different. Because you can see right there, this gasket does not have a full gasket mating surface. So almost used the wrong gasket, but the kit I bought came with all the gaskets for all the different water pumps, and yeah, got to use that gasket. So one small little thing, noticed it before it went in. Glad I didn't put it in and then have to do the water pump over again, because that's just more work. So anyways, we're gonna use the correct gasket when we install it this time, and that's the plan. So I am all for not doing the same job twice.
Get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stops.
Alright guys, so here we have our fuel pump. This is obviously a used unit. If I remember right, this is the one that came off this engine. So before I installed it, I looked down there and tried blowing through both sides. And this side, I couldn't get anything to come out either way blowing. So pulled this off. There's all a little bit of something in there. And on the inside, there was a dirt dauber's nest. Cleaned that all out. I went ahead and cleaned through this. And now, if I blow through this side again, nothing going through this side. And it will blow through that side. So now we know this is clear, and there's no immediate signs that this fuel pump would have any issues, as this came off of the engine while it was running and driving. So we're going to reuse the fuel pump and put her on there. So that's the plan. And in theory, since I can't blow back through this side, but I can blow through this side, in theory, this carburetor and fuel line shouldn't have any issues with draining back to the tank. Now I will restate, in theory. So anyways, we'll get this thrown on, and we'll be making some good progress.
A king without his crown. Now I'm breaking, you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. Oh, wait, I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm trying just in time.
We are back at the house. So we are on day 3-ish of working on the Cutlass. I say ish because I worked on it half a day, pulling the first engine out, half a day putting an engine back in, and just got off work and started getting dark again. So I don't know what you want to call this, but the engine is fully in, bolted up, headers are bolted up. The only thing we have left is timing, putting the carb on, filling up the coolant system, and we are good to go, and vacuum lines. So got to set the top dead center, and we're going to put the distributor and the shaft in and see where we can go from there. So anyways, we won't be able to get it fired up tonight because the ground strap, let's see if I can get the flash to turn on here. All right, there you go. Ground strap, let's see if I can show it to you. It had rubbed through on the alternator, Ooh, shit, tough with words. Oh, the alternator belt. Rubbed through the alternator belt because it was angled wrong. So went ahead and put it on a different bolt hole on the block. But using the one that's gonna get it away from everything means that it is too short. So I'm gonna have to get a different ground strap, so that'll be finished up on a different day. But for now, we can go ahead and try and get the distributor back in it, try and get the carb bolted on. That way I can bolt on the air filter. Then once the air filter's on, the hood can go back on and we can finish it up pretty easily on another day. So that's the plan. We'll go ahead and get into it. All right, we've got the engine in there. We have went and cranked it there after getting the distributor and everything stabbed and fired right to life. Ran for about 10 seconds before and shut it off. Had good oil pressure. We're gonna go ahead and put some coolant in it, and yeah, here in a minute we'll fire it back to life. So.
it's happy, healthy. Got a little bit of some lifter noise, but it had that whenever we pulled it out of it originally. Whenever we had the engine apart, we was kind of looking it over. The cam was not 100% healthy. It did look like it had some wear on it, but I'm tired of not driving my car. I want to drive it with 350 in it. Hopefully here within this next year, I'll buy a new cam and lifter kit, put that in it, and also at the same time I'll put the new intake on it. That will be a plan for another day, but it does have a little noise. Overall sounds good. It's up to temperature. It's at 50 psi oil pressure at 150, so I think this one's probably going to stay together. So overall, it looks like a much better engine than the 403.
Alright guys, I thought this would be an appropriate place to end the video with the Cutlass parked right next to the Vista Cruiser. The 350 is in it. I set the timing to ear, took it for a test drive, and eventually just kept retarding the timing until I eventually got to the point where we had no spark knock at, full load on third gear, low RPMs. Finally got to where there's no spark knock, so that's where I left the timing at. Carburetor's adjusted. Got it up to temperature. It's a little cool today, probably high 50s. The car doesn't want to get above 165, so that's where it's staying at with this engine. At 165, after running around here for about 40 minutes, it's showing 45 psi at idle. So 350 seems healthy. Like I said, got a little bit of lifter noise to it, but I already knew about that, so I'm happy with it. I'm probably going to end up eating my words. The 350 does feel stout, stouter than I remember. So with the 350, the headers on it, right now it's still got the iron manifold. I'd say once I have the aluminum intake manifold on it, it will probably end up being a little quicker than the 403 with a cam in it. I could be wrong, but keep in mind the 403 does have stock compression, so that's like 8.5 to 1 on them. So you're talking about a 9.5, 10 to 1 engine versus an 8.5 to 1. If we put a cam in this one, we should be sitting at a much better place. But overall, engine's in it. Engine seems happy. Got oil pressure, so I'm going to go back to start driving this thing because it's been killing me not being able to. So hey, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribing, please go ahead and hit the button. Have a great day, guys.